With me now, the director of the Seismological Laboratory at the UC Berkeley, Richard Allen. All right, Richard, your reaction to the 6.0 magnitude quake that hit Northern California today?
Well, this is a reminder for us that we have to be ready for big earthquakes. As was just pointed out, this was not a truly big earthquake. This is a magnitude 6. It's released about 30 times less energy than the Loma Prieta earthquake released back in 1989. So in a way, this is a wake-up call. Of course, it's caused significant damage in Napa, but we have to be ready for bigger earthquakes than this one.
And was there any way to predict this?
So no, we cannot predict earthquakes. However, what we can now do is provide a warning prior to the earthquakes, a warning of seconds, tens of seconds. Best case scenario in California, about a minute's worth of warning. And in fact, this demonstration early warning system that we've been running statewide across California did detect this earthquake, and it did issue an alert. At the Berkeley Seismo Lab, which is a little way south of Napa, we actually had about 10 seconds worth of warning.
All right, and I understand, Richard, that you were part of a team that developed the actual 10-second warning system. How effective is it? 10 seconds?
Well, so this is something we've been working on for a number of years. It's a statewide effort. In fact, it's a West Coast effort to build a public earthquake early warning system. What you can do with a few seconds or tens of seconds as individuals, you can take cover in a safe zone so that you're not injured by falling debris. We heard about the 200 injuries. Many of those are going to be due to falling debris, masonry, things like that. A few seconds of warning means you can get out of the way, and so we can reduce the number of injuries. In addition to that, you can have automated control. Things like train systems can be brought to a halt. The BART system here in the Bay Area is actually already hooked up to our earthquake early warning system, so they automatically stop their trains whenever there's an earthquake. Eye surgeons can step away from their patients. Elevators can open their doors. This is kind of how we need to move forward. We need to move forward to taking advantage of the new technologies we have. What we need is the funding to actually implement this public warning system on the West Coast.
How concerned are you that there could be an even bigger earthquake coming?
We know that there's a bigger earthquake coming. The issue is we just don't know when it is. In terms of an immediate aftershock from this particular earthquake, it's possible that we would have a larger magnitude earthquake over the course of the coming few days or weeks. But what we know is that we're going to have larger magnitude earthquakes over the coming years. We're already overdue for a big earthquake, a magnitude 7 earthquake on the Hayward Fault, which will affect a much larger number of people in the Bay Area just due to the population density, not to mention the fact that that will be 30 times as much energy. So we really need to be preparing for these earthquakes and taking advantages of new technologies as they become available.
You know, interesting that the aftershock earthquake could be greater than the original.
That's always a possibility. So what happens in these earthquakes is when you have a rupture, you change the distribution of stress on these faults, and it's possible that that causes a larger magnitude earthquake. It's not probable, it's just a possibility. We just always have to be ready for a bigger earthquake.
All right, Richard Allen, thanks so much for being with us.